Daisy just started laughing. Her voice is shot, but she just started laughing and started like like that, right? She's doing it now. Because you remembered a story that was spontaneous, or what was it?
I don't know why I remembered it.
Yeah, are you reading something that made you remember it, or?
No.
Okay. What's the story?
It's about this guy.
Yeah.
On a bodybuilding forum.
Yeah.
And he was like, help, I peed on my cat by accident.
And did people help him?
I guess they did.
Oh, okay, that's good. So it worked out? But what was making you crack up about it?
Because he added like a visual aid.
Yeah.
For what happened.
I kind of already know what happened. I know how it happens because I've peed on my cat by accident too.
You peed on Wendy, you animal.
All my cats.
You sick animal.
All my cats. I've peed on them by accident. Now wait, I'm gonna tell you how I accidentally peed on my cats.
No, hold
and then you tell me what.
This is what popped up in my mind.
What?
It made me laugh.
Oh, that's different. That's not how I did it.
Show it on the camera.
Oh wait, I will. But first, let me tell you how I actually peed on my cat. The way I actually peed on, I accidentally peed on my cat, right? No, I'll show the picture. But this is better than the way I did it. When I peed on my cats, it wasn't my fault. It was the cat's fault. Because I was peeing, and you know when you're peeing, you can't just stop. I bet you every man in the world has peed, if he had a cat, has peed on a cat at least once, right? Or his girlfriend's cat or whatever, right? And women will never pee on cats because when you pee and the cat sneaks up behind you, sticks his head in and looks at the toilet, and that's how you accidentally pee on your cat. But this one's better. This one I wouldn't have predicted. Did you see? I was showing it to Marie first. I'll show it.
It's split into two.
Oh god damn it, Daisy! I can't show it. Oh, there it is. It's the split stream. Look at the cat. He doesn't look very. He's like, eh.
My throat.
Daisy's in too much pain for this.
It's too hilarious.
Daisy's suffering for this comedy. He peed on his cat because he did the split stream. Sometimes when guys pee, their streams split.
What?
Sometimes when guys pee, their streams split. It's kind of like you guys.
He might have an obstruction. He might need to go to the doctor.
He might.
I'm crying.
Look at the cat's like sticking his head out like sideways. Like it was like, hello. And then it's like, I'm gonna pee on you. You know, like the cat didn't expect it because he's still like, meh.
He's like, I added a visual representation.
Yeah.
What happened?
Classic split screen.
This picture.
Well, I guess he couldn't get the cat to reenact it. He didn't want to take another picture. We're all sick and dying. We've all got like the flu and the whatever with our throat. So, but yeah, but if you have a cat and a boyfriend or husband, that cat's been peed on. But the split stream is a rare one.
Did you clean my cat after you peed on them?
I tried to. She ran away. If I could get them, I was like, God damn it. And then, because I would try and catch them, I would pee all over the floor.
Oh, great. That I expect.
And most likely your towels. Split stream. All right. So that's how guys pee on cats. It's a real thing. It happens all the time. Even the split stream. Oh my god. I'm turning this off.
It doesn't matter.
No, I have to read the story again. Daisy's mad because I read the story and my camera wasn't recording and I wanted to record this. Okay, this is the story of the guy who peed on his cat. I peed on my cat by accident. He should have exclamation points like, help! Because my cat likes to follow me around and sometimes when she isn't sleeping, can't lose me out of her sight for even a second. So she followed me into the bathroom. She's done it before and it's no problem. When I'm in the shower or whatever, she just sits under the sink and stares at me. Helps with abstaining from masturbation. Because he doesn't like to masturbate in front of cats.
No, not November.
Well, I don't know what the cat does while she's masturbating. You think the cat like gets into it? and starts
doesn't like
licking
cat
herself. Exactly. Well, I mean, why? You know, why would he be like? Okay. Disregard that. If you catch my drift. This time I had to pee. Figured she wasn't going to lie under the sink again, so I proceeded with my usual routine. Mid-pee, my stream split in two. It happens rarely. This time, the second stream did not go into the bowl. This unfortunately happened right after my cat went under the toilet bowl and stuck her head out to give me the proper cat stare down. Here's a drawing of the situation. And we were saying he probably was like, hey guys, do me a favor, don't make fun of the way that I drew it.
Don't make fun of this.
I tried really hard. I don't have drawing tools like compasses. I don't have like straight edge rulers. I've never drawn a cat before, but actually I think he did a good job. It's just like he left out.
The image is hilarious.
It is. It's actually really great. This would be an excellent t-shirt. What do you think?
Yeah.
This would be an excellent. And then the title would be, I peed on my cat today. We should do that, Daisy. I peed on my cat today. What? Okay, let me go back and finish the rest of his story. Okay, so here's a drawing of the situation. The stream hit her square in the face, and as she ran away... God, I'm losing my voice too. I realized this and sidestepped to make room for her. Unfortunately, as I moved my foot, I hit my 4.5 cat. Oh, this is rough because he's a bodybuilder, right?
Yeah.
So he's in. That's why it's a bodybuilding kind of. You know, it's worse. I hit my 4.5 pound cat and sent her flying. Wow, he must be strong. What do you think, Daisy? Pumps a lot of iron. What do you think he bench? What do you think he bench presses? So anyway, making all sorts. Wait a minute. Sent her flying. She recovers, keeps on running, making all sorts of cat noises. What I mean, meow, right? To express her displeasure at the preceding events, and gets out of the bathroom. When I finish, she is sitting in front of the door, perfectly unfazed. I'm not sure what to make of this. Think she's okay? Any responses?
Yeah, there was some.
BRB naked. Look at Peener. Okay. Someone wrote, be right back, naked, look at Peener. So they were, I don't know, comments usually suck. Nobody's going to be helpful. She's probably going to leave a steaming shit on your chest tonight while you sleep. So just stay safe. These comments are horrible. Has happened to me before. OP. That means original poster. Cat doesn't give any foo-arcs. LOL. Foo-arcs. Look at this guy. And before cat cleans itself and you are laughing because it's licking up your piss. Okay. That's terrible. I'm on legendary thread. Look at all these guys. They're doing like pics of their chests. She must really be pissed off. That had to be said. Beerful cat drawing. Beerful cat drawing. That guy sounds drunk. Also, bro, you need to drink some more water. I think you were dehydrated because your piss is really yellow. Do you even drink? Okay. LMAO. I lost it when I saw the picture. Boring comment. Fucking cats think they're as VIP. Cat disco going on in the bathroom. That you're inviting them to. Alright? In before a cat pisses on you in your sleep. Okay. Also, bro, you need to drink some more water. So someone commented on that comment. That's what my 8th grade biology teacher said. I drink plenty, but white pea on white background doesn't work. Well, for my drawing, you know. Okay. She mirroring brah. Wait, hate when cats do that. BRB naked. Look at Peener. She mirroring brah. I don't know. He's commenting back. In 4 pics of said cat. Cat has crush on you. Pretty decent drawing skills. 4.5 pounds. That's a small cat. She's from a shelter. She is sick. Just skin and bones. And he's peeing on her. She's quite old. Trying to fatten her up.
You And then kicked her.
And the poor thing was just too weak to get out of the way. There are no accidents. So he's saying he did it on purpose. My cat. Oh, he sent some pictures of the guy. Here's somebody that's... My retard cat pissed on the doorstep to my room one time. So next time I saw him, I whipped it out and pissed on his head. Serious. Then someone commented back to that comment. LOL, I tried calling my dog into the bathroom one time after I turned on the shower. Damn, dog peed on my bed. Didn't pee on her though, LOL. First time I played Wii bowling, I smashed the cat while getting a strike. She's always a bit wary now.
He brings up the cat.
Not approaching people who are... Wait a minute. First time I peed on Wii bowl... Okay. A response to this. Not approaching people who are flailing their arms around is a lesson every cat must learn. All right. Good luck on your cat pissing goals of 2012. Wow, this is old. Stay safe, my brother. All right. My cat passed away this weekend. Rest in peace, buddy. Sorry for peeing on you. I don't even know if that's the same guy. Too sad, bro. Originally, too bad, bro. Yeah, she was a real nice cat, though, too. Always talking and coming to you. She was sick when we got her. I thought she lived for many years, though. Oh, well. Sorry about that. That sucks, brah. I love cats. They are smart, elegant, and just fucking cool. You have my sympathy, brah. All right. That's brah. Is that it? That's it. All right. That's the cat peeing story. Yeah, I will give you your phone back now. I just want to say that Daisy and Marie won't let go of the fact that I peed on all the cats.
Well, I never knew that you peed on
and I did tell
cat.
Marie, for
you
sure.
You never told me you peed on my cat.
I peed on the cats, and because this is what happened, and it's not my fault.
As women, how do we know? Like, it's like...
Because you can't. You got to sit on the cat to pee if you're a woman, and you don't do that.
So it doesn't hit me in the head that...
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I ain't nasty. I ain't never aimed for the cats.
You peed on my cat.
I did, and I freely admit it. But I said it's like you're peeing, and somebody comes in and sticks their head in your pee. That's what happened.
You couldn't stop.
You know how cats are stealthy.
You couldn't stop.
I did eventually.
Eventually, after you pissed
I
all over
squeezed,
the cat.
but you know how it dribbles.
Push the cat away, or
I
told
did.
The cat no.
I'd be like, Wendy, Jinx, Morgan, Guinevere, get out of here, I'm peeing. I don't want to pee on you. Yeah, they won't let it go. They won't let it go.
And
I
then
did.
You probably didn't even clean them.
I tried.
And here I come petting
whenever
them.
possible.
Why is my cat damp?
It just dries off. It's a little pee. They rub it down, and
And then they're licking it and ingesting it.
How could they lick their heads? I mean, come on.
They're licking their paw and cleaning their head and then licking their paw.
Yeah, again, not my fault. It's like if I was peeing and you threw a cat in front of me.
Oh, now we threw it in front of you.
But it's the same thing.
No,
I'm minding my business,
you
peeing.
You could push the cat away, or you could have
minding my business, peeing. It's like if a blind person walks by when I'm peeing.
What?
I don't know. But it's comparable. I'm peeing, and I'm not paying attention, and a blind person walks by, and I pee all over them. That's what it is. And I'm like, yo, blind person.
Now, what did the cat do once you pissed on it?
They don't like it. They leave. They go, it's like, cats don't like water, right? They don't like pee either. Now, I imagine a dog would just stand there and be like, whoa, what's going on? What is that? But cats, they're like, somebody's spraying me. It's like when you spray them with the water gun. Hey, quit scratching the furniture.
Oh, so now, okay.
Yeah. They like, I disciplined her. But I didn't even do it on purpose.
I just cannot believe you peed on all four of my
It would be like I was spraying my water gun and the cat jumped in front of it.
And think of the times I kissed them on the head.
But it's not like I did it every day.
You probably did.
Nah, I did it like a couple of times. You weren't even home.
Yeah, and you didn't tell me.
She might have been home. I don't know. I'm just saying to make her feel better. No, I told you every time. I'm like, stupid cat keeps sticking her head underneath me when I'm trying to pee.
I don't remember that.
You don't pay attention.
I think you hid the fact.
You don't pay attention when I tell you stuff.
That's you.
Yeah. That's you. You're like, just yesing me.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, because you talk too much.
Yeah. But anyway, I think they're gonna get over it.
Oh,
I think with time,
I will never forget.
with time, the blow will weaken.
Not in a million years.
Daisy says not in a million years. We're gonna get a new cat, I'll pee on it.
I'm sure now.
But not on purpose.
Why can't you just close the door when you go in the bathroom?
You know cats, they push the door open.
Yeah, they turn the knob and they open the door and
No,
they go in.
you just said
and
close the door.
They walk
You didn't say
up.
lock the door.
Well, Anthony, when you close the door, it snaps shut.
Well, I can't close our bathroom door.
Oh.
You know why? It's your fault.
What?
Because you hang the bathrobe over the door.
What are you talking about?
You,
I've never
no,
had
actually not the bathrobe. Your jacket, your yellow jacket.
My crossing guard jacket,
Yes.
the only time I hang it there is when I was caught in the rain.
That's when it happened.
Oh, but we never had a cat since I was a crossing guard.
Yes, we did. Don't lie.
No, we did.
We did. We did. That's when it happened.
You started when I was in Oh, see, now you're going to try and flip it around and blame it on me, you dumbass.
It's Marie's fault.
No.
Marie's fault. I'm peeing on the cat.
No,
But don't worry. I never tried to pee on the cat.
Yeah,
and I definitely never did a split stream.
I mean, you do
That's
it
skills.
once. Okay, it's an accident. But 4 times, I'm like, come on.
Well, every cat
Close
needed
the
to
freaking
learn.
door.
Every cat
No.
came in, snuck up on me while I'm peeing, and then just stuck his head between my legs and looked in the bowl. And was surprised to get peed on. Every single cat, ever. It's their own damn fault, you know.
Yeah, right.
You can't blame the guy peeing if you jump in front of his pee stream. You just can't do it. It's like if someone's driving along in a car.
You just said they came between
and a
your
deer
legs.
jumps.
That meant, and they have whiskers. That meant you had to feel them coming. You could have stopped them.
It's like, what? I spread my legs, Marie, when I pee. I don't keep my legs tight. That's weird.
That's like they're split.
Yeah, they're split. You know, one time I was trying to pee and a cat came between my legs and then laid in my pants that were on the floor while I was peeing. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Now, if I wasn't paying attention, I would have just pulled my pants up and there would have been a cat in my pants. I would have been like, whoa, my pants are heavy.
No.
Cats are dumb.
Not.
They kind of are.
Smart.
Nah.
Who did that?
All right, I'm going to tell a dumb cat story.
Wait, which cat did that? Which cat did that?
I don't know. It could have been...
He's making shit up.
No,
Yes,
not.
he is.
I don't know. I don't remember. I know they did it. We had like 4 cats.
I don't know. There was one cat that liked the smell of his ass. Whenever he threw his dirty underwear on the floor, she was laying on it.
That was Wendy, I think, right?
No, I think it was Guinevere.
Yeah.
She
But I don't
would
think it was
roll
just
around
mine. I think she did your underwear too.
with dung drawers.
That's right. But here's a dumb cat story. Guinevere used to watch the birds, right? The bird shadows.
On the shades.
On the shades,
Yeah.
right? So one day, she went running across and jumped up, all the way up, and she jumped on the shades, landed on the shades with her claws to catch the bird, and then ripped the shades, like, all the way down, and shredded them, and then ripped them off the things. And I'm like, what the hell? Because I'm in the back, and and I come, and I'm like, there's all this cat devastation, you know? And I'm like... And I could see the freaking bird there, and I knew what she did. And I knew she used to always, like, stare at the shadows and stuff. And one day she just, like, I can't take it. That's it. I'm going for it, you know? And that's like, I mean, you could say cats are smart, and sometimes they are. Sometimes they're pretty damn stupid, you know? You must agree. I mean, it's like the deer. You jump out in front of the car and get run over. The cat. You pee in, he jumps out in front of the pee, gets peed on. You know what I mean?
Whatever.
It's like, don't pee in the wind if you're a man. It's like, it's just things that people should know. You know, Daisy, you don't pee in the wind. You know why? The wind will blow the pee back on you. See, even Daisy knew. And she never even peed in the wind.
Uphill.
And you don't pee uphill.
We learned that with Brian and Brenda.
Yes. Well, they peed just on hill. And
No, they peed uphill and it rolled
Right.
back down.
Pee rolls down hills. In case you
And then
didn't
they
know
were
that.
yelling, "We're gonna tell our mom."
I know, because they
You
peed
made
on their
us
own
pee in the
damn
street.
feet. Dummies.
I was like, well,
They didn't
you
even
gotta-
step out of the way. They're like, ah, I'm
They
peeing
took
on my
off
own.
shoes.
They're Air Jordans, right? They're sneakers.
Nah, I don't think they had those then.
I don't know that. Well, they like you
All
know,
I
their
remember
Adidas
them-
maybe.
They were always gonna tell their mom.
Brian was like, my Adidas. I actually had to teach him that song, and I said
That was Brendan.
that was Brendan. That's right. I was like, Brendan's like, yo, check out my new Adidas, and I'm like, my Adidas,
And he looked at you like you were.
and he looked at me like, what the hell? And then I see him the next time I see him, right? He's a little kid. He goes, hey, you know, there really is an Adidas song. I'm like, yeah, I know. I told you. I sang it for you. My Adidas.
But that was funny. They were always gonna tell on me.
Yeah.
You gotta tell my
Let me
mom.
tell.
You made us pee outside.
Well, I didn't make them do anything. They could have
had
just
to
held
go
it.
And they were whining.
Exactly. They
So
could
I
have
said,
held
go
it.
up against the building.
Sure, you gotta pee. We're not
Shoot,
stopping
my
you.
mom used to tell me to go between the cars
Yep.
growing up in the city.
That's right.
Go between the cars.
You gotta
I'm like,
pee.
no.
You got two options. You pee or you
So,
don't pee.
They're
You know,
boys.
simple
They
as
can
that.
Flip it out and just go up
They
against
did.
the building.
And then they peed all over their damn sneakers.
They peed uphill and they came down
Yep.
on their shoes.
They peed. It was a uphill street. And then they're like, what the hell? That's why you don't pee right up against the wall either.
Pee on my shoes.
Because of splashback. That's in case you didn't know about pee. All right, that's it.
I guess.
Okay, I see they're already over. That me peeing on their cat.
No, I'm not.
No big deal. They've forgotten because we talked about other stuff. All right, bye. So anyway, AJ was just telling me how he has the PS4. Wait a minute, I'll tell you. So AJ was telling me he bought the PS4, the virtual reality, and he said he really liked it and stuff like that. But AJ likes money better, right? So someone offered him $200 for it. So he just texted the group, right? Our group. He says, "I'm selling my virtual reality PS4 thing," and then he said how he's getting $200 and how he made $350. That's a good deal, right? So I texted back that you should have kept it for your anime sex games, right? Which is funny, and so far nobody else commented. And actually, I almost said your anime sex games, right? But just in case, like, Paige reads it, she goes, "What? You have anime sex games?" You know?
But there is such a thing.
Yes, there is.
You
But I don't
must
know if PS4 has that.
Mom, you know when you're like giving birth and they put your legs in stirrups and you're like lying down?
They don't put your
So
legs
they
in
put your-
stirrups while you're giving birth.
No,
But you know what I mean, right? Like where you're all spread eagle.
Yeah.
You get yourself like all spread eagle with those like things, the leg holders, and then you put the suction on your wiener.
yeah, that's what we said. It's mostly for.
And then-
It's you gotta like. What it is, if there's like a virtual reality sex game, it's kind of this kind of suction thing that you put on your wiener, and then you put on the glasses.
This, oh, I get it now. I didn't understand. I thought you were like within the
They could
game.
actually have a
Wait a minute. I thought you were saying that within the game you got this suction thing on your wiener.
No.
I was like, well, what is
No,
that?
No, in
gonna
real
do?
life. In
But
real
you're
life.
saying it comes with an attachment
Right.
that attaches
That
to
attaches.
your wiener.
And then you put the glasses on, and it looks like you're having virtual reality sex with some hot.
Get out! Is that real? Or you guys
Yeah,
messing
no,
with
that's a
me?
real thing.
real.
You could. They probably even have like full-on dolls, so you
Yeah,
could
of course
like
they
assume
do.
the position and
But
stuff
why
like
would
that.
you need a doll if you got the virtual reality
you
thing
can
on? You
feel
can't
it.
see
But then
the
it's
doll.
like, but
You
then,
feel
well, you
her.
feel it.
Well,
So
you could just have a box with a hole in it.
it could
you
be
know,
a
you
box
don't
with a
need to
hole
have
in
a-
it.
If you were grabbing the box and looking at a girl.
Oh, I
like,
see
Yeah.
what you're saying. I
So
see what
it's
you're
like
saying.
virtual
you don't
reality.
just got the glasses.
Right.
You gotta get the whole helmet.
Yeah, because you'd wear the glasses and you'd be like bored
You gotta
because
get-
nothing would be happening.
You gotta get the
to your
ear
wiener.
attachment and the nose attachment so you can smell her ass.
What? Daisy!
Those are optional. You don't have to get that.
Yeah, those are optional.
That's terrible.
A lot of people get it though.
A lot of people get it.
Ugh.
So I was saying about like if Paige found out AJ had a virtual reality thing, that she would be like, you better have my face on that virtual reality, like, because you could probably do that. You could probably take somebody's.
Just imagine coming home to AJ. His like legs are like all up high and spread, and he's got like this.
AJ's mom wouldn't want to clean his room anymore. God damn it, AJ. I don't know where to put your virtual reality sex crap. Can I just get a box or something? Hey, you know AJ would like forget it
Like
and
a
leave it
little
out.
chair.
Yeah.
A little chair, like a dentist chair.
It'd just be like,
No, it would have to be invented.
They seriously make that stuff?
yeah, they make everything for rich people.
The second that they make anything new, people try to figure out how to put
As soon as they invented photography, they made pornos.
Yeah.
They took porn pictures. They were like, what do you want to take a picture of? Like a flower? They're like, no, let's get naked and take pictures, like dick pics.
Yeah.
The first dick pics were like, okay, hold your dick still for a minute, because film is really
it was
slow.
probably mostly pictures of naked women.
Probably. No, but I mean, now they have dick pics, and back then it was the same thing. They would take pictures of
When they
themselves.
figured out how to draw, they drew penises.
Yeah, exactly.
Vaginas first.
As soon as they made a sculpture, like they drew cavemen. Were drawing cave wieners.
They were not.
Probably
Yeah,
were.
of course they were.
Yeah. That's fertility gods,
Yeah.
I guess. All right. So anyway, AJ sold his virtual reality, and he made $200. I guess that's it, right? Silence. Okay. Bye. We were just saying that if AJ did have like an anime sex game, he wouldn't know how to use it, and it would always be set to guys.
That's me.
It's like, oh, it's always guys. I don't know how to use it. I can't figure it out. Now that would probably be like me if I had one. You know, I'd be like, God damn it. I'm not into this. What was the one with the? You wanted to say about the guy with the? Right now, the white dick.
I was watching a video of some dude playing one of the anime sex games.
Yes.
And he was a black guy.
Yeah.
And he was like, it's a Japanese game, so the penis is like, has light skin. And he's
Yeah.
like, yo man, I got a white dick. I got a white dick.
He was very excited.
Can you hold this half of the bagel for me?
Sure. Let me turn this off. Bye. Maybe I wasn't recording. Maybe I am recording now. I don't know. Maybe I hit a button. All right. So anyway, just in case I wasn't recording. Classical music is the most annoying music because it's trying to get you to calm down and not do anything and relax. That's what I was saying.
I'm not, this is like the third time we've had the same conversation. We don't know how to record.
I hit the record.
So I'm done.
I'm recording now. And Marie disagreed with me. Marie was like, no.
There's different types of classical music. There's calming classical music and there's upbeat classical music.
Nah, all classical music is like, I want to go to sleep, put on some classical music. There's only one
song. Did you ever hear
song.
Tchaikovsky?
There's one
the
song.
Nutcracker? That's very upbeat.
No, that one's like, there's only one song that everybody knows. And it's like in that war movie where they dropped a lot of
Everybody knows.
You know,
that's not even on the Nutcracker.
Who said we're talking about the Nutcracker? We're talking about classical music, how boring it is.
The Nutcracker. There's a lot of classical
Yeah,
music
that
there
Tchaikovsky was an opera. I mean, a ballet.
He did the music. They did
The
a
Nutcracker's
ballet
a ballet.
to his music.
Exactly. That's people just like
Oh my
floating
God.
around. Swan Lake, right? He did Swan Lake too.
I'm not even talking to you because you're an idiot.
Yeah. So there's that one classical song that they put in. What's that war movie? Jesus, where they dropped a bunch of bombs in Vietnam. Yeah, Apocalypse Now. That's the only movie where they use classical music, and it was like, yeah, I want to bomb something. It's not like all other music, rock and roll, punk, techno, club music. They make you want to either get up, do something, dance, thrash around. Classical music's always like, sit down,
Makes you want to waltz.
waltz. That's not even a thing anymore. You go to waltz.
There's people that do ballroom dancing.
No, there isn't.
There is too.
People do
You think
twerking.
you friggin' know everything?
People do twerking now.
Not anymore.
You know they do ballroom dancing on Channel
What do
7.
they do now, Daisy? What is that dance everybody's been trying to do?
The one from the guy.
The Gangnam Style.
No, not Gangnam Style.
No,
Well,
the
they
guy
got-
that what's his name is suing Fortnite for.
Oh,
The floss.
no.
No, that's not the floss.
That's it.
No, but he didn't invent the
keeps doing
floss.
The floss now. I'm at my crossing guard corner, and the little kids come up and they start doing the floss, and I'm like, look at you.
No, the Carlton. That's what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
the Carlton.
Yeah,
That's
but
like-
also the floss. And it was the dab. That's what they do. They do twerk,
Oh, and they do
dab,
that.
floss.
That's actually hilarious. The kids come up to you and just start flossing.
A couple of them.
That's hilarious.
They must have had some music in their head and they just started dancing and they're doing the. And I'm looking at them.
Because
I'm
they
like,
know that it's stupid. They're like, oh.
no, they were actually. No, these are little kids. So this is a new dance move that they learn. So they think it's cool.
Yeah, they tried to twerk, but their parents were like, what the hell? And they slapped them. They said, do the
Right on
floss. They said, do the floss. Don't twerk. All right. So anyway, classical music. Boring. Nobody
I like
likes
classical
it.
music.
There was one guy that I worked with, right? And he was a concert pianist. And I would be listening to, I don't know, probably Elvis Costello, Ramones, stuff like that. Stones. And he would be like, oh, can I put on some classical music for a while? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And we're supposed to be working, right? So he'd go, great, right? So he'd put on the classical music, and it didn't even bother me that much, but then he started, like, conducting, you know? He would be like waving his hands.
Well, see, there you go. Somebody did, like, classical music. You're saying nobody
Yeah,
likes
it was a
classical
concert.
music.
Yeah, almost nobody. One guy, there's one guy in my whole life that I know that I could say like classical music.
I like classical music.
Don't even lie.
I do.
Don't lie. You never listen to classical music.
Not for because you'll
Name
bust
one
my
classical song, and you don't be
I
the
just
Nutcracker,
did.
because that's the one you did. It's not even
That's
good
one
classical
that I
music.
like.
Yeah, because everybody knows the Nutcracker from Christmas. Come on,
What a dick you
one
are.
classical music thing that you like.
I got a CD of waltzes.
Yeah, how about the one from Bugs Bunny? That's one, right?
What one from Bugs Bunny?
That's where kids know classical music from.
Exactly.
Bugs
That's
Bunny.
where I first learned it. You're absolutely
Exactly.
right.
Otherwise,
If
if
it
Bugs
wasn't for
Bunny
Bugs Bunny, I
didn't
wouldn't
keep
have known.
classical music alive, it would have been a dead art.
Oh my God! You're such an idiot.
That's like, if I don't like it, it doesn't exist.
Yeah. If I don't like it, nobody should like it.
No, you
And
can
if you do
like
like
your
it, you're dumb.
boring
So
music.
it's not boring, all of it.
Classical is if I want to go to sleep, I'll put on
What?
classical music.
No, there's some.
If I want to not be
upbeat
awake and listening to
classical
music,
Oh my
I'll put on
God.
classical music. Because that's what it is. Everybody's like, oh, put on some classical music so I can go to sleep. And that means you don't even want to listen to it. You want it to be
No,
so
people
boring.
play ocean waves and dolphins for going to sleep.
That's not even music. I know, that's weirdos. It's like,
Well, now you're calling people weirdos?
yeah, if you go there like,
Things that
I
they
can't go
like.
to sleep unless I hear dolphins. I mean, or like, oh,
Whale song.
I can't keep my eyes open.
Like monkey noises.
No, monkey. They
The
Oh wait,
jungle.
they do have that one. They do
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah.
Like jungle sound.
Me, I could go to sleep. I lived next to a train track. I was like, the train.
The
would-
elevated subway.
Yeah, it
so
would be all that noise. I was like, yeah, whatever.
What if, like,
Get tired.
they had, like, screams? Like ASMR?
I think if you were tired enough, eventually you'd go to sleep.
No, and have nightmares.
I really think that if you were tired enough, screaming would not keep you awake.
You're
I
a
really
serial killer?
Well, the stabbing part would maybe wake you up. I'm so tired. The stabbing. I don't care how much you stab me. I'm not waking up for that. I don't even care.
No, I mean like a serial killer going to sleep and listening to screams.
Oh, yeah. Like that would lull him.
That's like a freaking newspaper cartoon, though.
Yeah.
It's like a dumb joke.
Yeah. So anyway, classical music, no good.
Shut up.
I know, I sell music. I sell CDs all the time. You know how much classical music I sell?
Bach and Mozart. They're good.
Okay, if classical music is so great, right? How come you can't, and I know you can't, name any new classical musicians that have made original classical music that haven't been dead for like, I don't know, 400 years?
Because it's not
That's
the
the
people that I know. It's not the kind of... I don't listen
But
to any
classical music
right
is also
now.
a style, you know?
No, that's just orchestra.
I'm sure there's people in there that are creating.
Nah.
I just don't...
They're
why-
all just
why do you-
rehashing
Oh my God.
the same old crap. Because
Well,
nobody wants to
that's
do...
dumb, because, like, classical music is classical by definition, so it's old by
But it's also a
definition.
style. Rock is also...
Orchestra, there you go.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And what are orchestra musicians playing? They're playing the old crap, just
Yo-Yo Ma.
rehashing it. It's like you can't. It's not
Yo-Yo
even like you
Ma.
go to
Yo-Yo Ma.
Yo-Yo Ma doesn't make original music. He just
How do you know?
Are you positive?
I
Why do
sell
you act
his
like
music.
You know everything.
I doubt that.
You
I
know
sell his
nothing.
music.
How could he not make original music?
He just plays. It'll be Yo-Yo Ma plays Bach.
Yeah. Right.
Yo-
What
Yo-Yo
about
Ma.
Yanni?
Yanni doesn't play
He
classical
makes
music.
his own music.
No, he
and
makes
it's
what
like
do you call it?
classical music.
No.
No, you think it's new age.
That's right. It's new age. It's not classical. Yanni doesn't have an orchestra. He doesn't have like 50 guys.
How do you know what the hell he has?
There's a picture. It's him. He doesn't even have a band. It's just Yanni and his
Did
one-man
you even
band.
look in the back of the CD cover? No.
I have.
No, you have not.
And they show pictures of Greece.
You're lying.
Because he's from Greece.
So what?
They put the name of his
But
song.
he creates his own
They
music.
got Yanni with his beautiful long hair.
Jealous.
He's like blowing in the wind
Jealous.
in Greece.
Jealous.
He's in Greek, right? And then there's the names of all his, like, I don't even think Yanni sings. Right?
No, it's just music.
I would love to hear Yanni's voice, Stacey. What do you think?
Probably sounds like.
You got what I need. But you said she's just a friend. She said she's just a... Sound like Satchmo. And Biz Marquee. Yeah. Yanni. Can you name one Yanni song or two?
Of course not, because we don't listen to it.
We could listen
But
to it.
people come to the
I got
flea
a whole
market looking for his music.
And that's what
So
was going to
some
be my
people are
point.
into it.
That would be my point. If I sell one Yanni CD, then the next time I see a Yanni CD, I buy a Yanni CD. Because what happens is, if I have I have too many Yanni CDs, I have like 50 Yanni CDs if I just keep buying Yanni CDs. Because what happens is when I buy a lot of CDs, I always get Yanni CDs with it. And it's just like a throw-in. I was like, oh, here, I know you're not going to give me anything for the Yanni CDs. But here, just I'll throw it in for free. Seriously, how many people have ever asked you for a Yanni CD?
Enough that
Don't
I know
even
about
lie. Nobody.
it. How come we're
One person.
lying when we say anything, but you're
Because
never lying?
you're just, I put you,
Because you make
I
up shit
backed you
to
into the
back
corner.
up your dumb story.
And you're just like,
No, because I don't choose to
everybody
make
Yanni
up shit.
CDs all the time.
I could make up something. How could you tell
You
me
want to
I'm
know
wrong?
who I think we're going to start
Because
selling?
you don't know.
You know who I think? I'm going to make a prediction. You know who I think we're going to start selling? Share CDs. And I've been buying Share CDs. Anybody want to know why?
Why? Because that Broadway show, they keep playing that commercial
Yep,
over and over
that's
and over
what I'm
again.
thinking. I'm thinking everybody's going to be like, oh. Cher is on their mind. Plus, she's getting older, you know. So,
That's waiting for Cher to die.
I know. Then I'll sell out like I did with Prince and Michael Jackson, and also, you know, I did sell out of the Whitney Houston, not the Cranberries though. I don't know. I was like, oh wow. So I figured, let me get
Yeah,
some
but the
Cranberries.
Cranberries weren't as popular as Michael Jackson.
No,
or Whitney Houston.
nobody was. Not even what's his name? Audio Slate. I can't. Black Hole Sun. When he died. Like. No. Well, Nirvana always sells. Everybody likes Nirvana. But I'm singing the Soundgarden guy. I can't remember his name right now. But him. Like, I thought he was really good. So I was like, oh man, he's dead. So I went and I got all my Soundgarden CDs. I put them on my laptop, and then I put them all in one spot. So when people asked for him, like for his music, but then nobody did. So I was like, oh. I was like, that is sad. But,
How did he die? Did
oh,
he kill
AJ's
himself,
messaging
or?
me.
What did he
Yeah,
say? What did he say?
No, I don't know. Let me just turn this off. Daisy doesn't know nothing about YouTube. She told me to leave the radio
Dad
on.
likes to talk a lot of crap.
Daisy's like, leave the radio on, so then they could demonetize your video,
Do you
and I
have
don't
the
get my
hands to back
10
it
cents.
Do you have the
I want to
hands
make my
back it
10
up?
cents for my video. So anyway, we're leaving. Flea Master. This will be the last market that we do today. We didn't do half bad. We actually did more than the two other markets combined. And we paid basically about the rent, because this was $30-something, same rent. 32 and change. And then it was like 15 and 10. So the rent was cheaper. I didn't even make as much. So, but anyway, any observations? Any comments?
It's a long freaking hat.
Yeah, it is. That's
and the
it.
Wi-Fi is $2.
Yeah, Daisy was like, I ain't paying no goddamn $2 for the Wi-Fi.
They can suck my nuts.
Yeah, that's what she said, literally.
Daisy.
I don't, sorry. That's how strong I feel about this.
Daisy has very strong feelings about not paying for Wi-Fi, especially a place like this.
Yeah.
Well, you know what it is? They're not providing free Wi-Fi for everybody, just for the vendors. So, and then I guess they figure, hey, it's another way for us to make money.
So what, there's a code if you're a vendor, they give you the code?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta pay for it, though.
$2.
Pay for it anyway.
Yeah.
Might as well just make the random.
You know what?
But they do that to the vendors too. Should I go through them? It's too holy.
You know what the guy who you bought the jewelry off of told me? He said the rent went up here because I was like, this seems like a lot. The rent, like it went up like $5 or more, right? And it did because it used to be cheaper. But he said the rent went up after the hurricane, so I guess they have to do a lot of repairs and stuff. So that's why they jacked the rent. But I don't know. I have any stories from today? Nothing, right?
Freaking lady ignored me.
Yeah. Daisy doesn't like to be ignored.
No, it pisses me off.
It does. Daisy has issues with, like...
I called her dog cute.
You know what it is?
And she ignored you.
Daisy's an only child. You know when you're an only...
Pay attention to me!
That's right. When Daisy would go to school, she'd get like when she was little, she'd get upset because the teacher didn't always like pick her when she's
also a Leo.
And she's a Leo, which that means something in gynecological.
I'm a Leo.
What?
I'm joking. Astrological.
I'm a Leo moon.
Daisy's a Leo with the moon, and apparently that's the worst. That's we're learning a lot about Daisy and her Leo's moons.
I could like recite my whole chart if you wanted me to on video.
That's okay. Nobody's interested.
Yeah, I know.
They already tuned out. They're like,
if they listen to you, they listen.
This
to
is
her.
our follow-up. I've been told I have a very lilting voice.
Lilting.
Yeah,
Like,
very relaxing.
by who? Really?
Like
What they want? A half-price game?
Mucho people. I don't know.
That your voice freaking puts me on edge when I hear it.
Well, that's because you're my daughter,
No.
and that's because I'm catching you doing crap all the time. I'm like,
Yeah.
Daisy, like that. Daisy's always up to something.
It's like a loud
Daisy's always like conspiring.
secretly.
Yeah, Daisy's like conspires, but in her head she says, "I'll never get away with it," so she doesn't do anything. She thinks about it. AJ called me today. He said he did pretty good at the Milan yesterday. Yeah, he was happy.
Well, Michelle and Michael always said after Christmas, people come with their Christmas money and
Yeah.
they shop, and especially like kids.
Hey, you know what I sold? That goddamn bowling ball.
Wow.
You know how many years I was told that? My mom kept giving it back to me.
Since the summer.
2 years.
No, two times we were down here. She
Oh,
gave
really?
to
It
in
seems
the
like
summer.
way more times, but I
You
guess
gave
because
it
it's a
back
bowling
to
ball.
her.
Yeah. And I was telling people like $3, $2, $1, and then today I went $4. Like, will you take 3? I'm like, yeah, I'll take 3. It's like I was about to just say, just take it. You're showing interest in it. That's what we did with all the stuff on that table at the end. We just gave it away at the end of the day. Because even my mom's like, I don't want that stuff back, you know?
Well, the guy took it. I didn't even have to like coax him. I said, look, my mother-in-law gave me all this stuff.
Some people will
She
take
doesn't want us to
anything
bring
if
it
it's
back
free.
home.
Yeah.
Do you want it? He's like, yep.
Yeah.
He didn't even
Some people will
think
take
about it.
anything if it's
He's
free.
like, yep. He's like,
Yeah.
that's how I get stuff.
But if you
I was
ask
like,
them for
okay.
even like $5 for it, they won't want
Well,
it.
that's what that one man was saying, because as we were packing, some lady was walking through,
Yeah.
and what I say, she said,
Wow.
such a bunch of junk or something.
Yeah. We had
It's
somebody.
like the secondhand section, so there's a lot of like crap.
You know what?
But you know what?
It's all
Why
junk.
do you have to
There's
like,
nothing good.
talk
ever.
about people's stuff like that? Just if you don't like it, why do you come down this aisle?
I know.
That's what that aisle is.
very-
that aisle is all
Very
secondhand
passionate,
stuff.
and you
Yeah,
know.
and she's like so like, it's nothing but junk. It's like,
Well,
what
that's.
do you
I
want?
mean, you know what? A lot of times
Gold
it's
and
better
diamonds, you wouldn't pay for it.
It's
You'd
better
want
off-
it at a junk price.
No, I agree. It's a lot of times it's better off just to be like, you know what? I don't
But
give a
that's
crap
what that
you
guy
think.
was saying when I was telling you what she said, and he's like, well, if you tell her it's for free, she'd probably be grabbing
Oh
everything
yeah,
you
she'll take it
have.
all. She'll load up her shopping cart or whatever else she's towing stuff around with. But I don't know. We actually Marie sold absolutely no jewelry this time.
None. And I keep telling you that, and you never believe me.
Yeah, but
And you keep making me bring my jewelry
every
down
once
here.
in a while, that's right. I demand you to bring the jewelry.
Ugh.
Because it makes
You're
ladies
rich.
come over. And then the ladies come over and they look at my stuff and they don't buy yours,
No,
they
I
buy
saw
mine.
the ladies that came over. The ladies that came over were all dealers.
Yeah, I know. It's usually like the same dealers over
Or
and
they're
over.
looking for gold.
A lot of the same
Because
faces.
everything they touched was something that looked gold. Or
Yeah.
was silver with gold plating. Or silver
The
with
one
gold
thing,
wall.
one of the things I didn't sell that I was surprised, I did not sell the Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo.
Yeah, that surprised me. Dreamcast, I wasn't too
Somebody
surprised.
was asking if you had Dreamcast games on, like, new...
Yeah, I got the one game in the console.
Fine.
You you can have it for $30, and the console comes with it for free. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's. And I sold mostly what, CDs. I sold some games, and then like Mom was like, "What did we sell of her stuff?" Well, I remember I sold the bowling ball. You said you sold 2 frames.
I sold 3 frames for $1 a piece.
Oh my God, yeah.
I sold 2 magazines for $1.
Right, that's sick. Is it? No, 3 plus. No, it was 3.
3 plus 3 plus 2.
Where'd you get 3 plus 3? It's 2. Oh yeah, you're right. $8. No, but wait, you're wrong because it was 1 because she sold 2 magazines for $1.
Oh,
Yes.
$10.
No, 2 for $1. And
I'll
was
go
that
to
it?
7-Eleven.
I guess I wanted something ice creamy, but whatever.
Ice cream. So then, what do you want me to do, Anthony? Just say what you want done.
I already told you what I wanted.
No, you didn't.
And
you
you're
didn't
like,
say ice cream.
I don't want to go there.
You just now
Let's
said,
go to 7-Eleven.
Oh my God.
And then you're
Now
going
you're
like,
lying.
now you're like,
No,
oh, you want to go
no,
to 7-Eleven,
no.
right?
Now
And I'm
I have
like,
a
no.
witness. No.
Yeah.
You told me you
What did I
you
say?
wanted
What did I
something
say I
big
wanted?
and
Daisy.
freezy.
Your mom's
And
witness.
I said, oh, that's like a Slurpee. So that's friggin'
No,
7-Eleven.
now you said that's like a Slurpee, right?
Yeah, and just
But
now,
first I said I wanted to get an ice cream shake.
No, you didn't.
In the beginning, when
No,
you
you
first
didn't.
said, hey, can we go get a milkshake
No, you didn't.
from McDonald's? And you're like, ugh, I don't want to go there, right?
You said,
And I'm
you
like,
can
all
get a
right, I
milkshake at
guess.
McDonald's.
It's
And
like
I
a
said,
big-
I don't want a milkshake.
Yeah. Well,
told me-
you can get a soda
Oh
at
my
McDonald's
God.
too.
Stop. Stop.
See, when
All
she's
I'm
wrong.
saying is, no, I'm not wrong. You don't say
You can
your
tell when
words
she's wrong.
properly. And
I
if you
completely
want to
said-
go somewhere,
What was
just
the other
say
thing?
you want to go somewhere.
What was the other
don't
thing?
keep asking us, where do you want to go?
I didn't
Where do you wanna
ask
go?
you. I said, this
And
is
when
where I
we
wanna go.
Don't say the place you want to go.
You said, where do you want to go?
You keep getting upset.
You said, where do you want to go? I said, I would like to
I
get
cannot read
a
your
milkshake.
mind.
I said the words
You
I said
cannot
the words.
say the words.
out loud.
What
What?
You said, I want a big cold drink.
Guys.
Yeah.
guys.
That's what you said.
Here's Daisy. Daisy's gonna weigh
So
in
a
on
big
it.
cold drink.
Daisy's gonna
a
weigh
big
in on it.
freezy drink is what you said.
I never said any of that stuff.
Yes, you did.
What I say,
The
Daisy?
only thing that I remember Dad saying is that he wanted a milkshake from like McDonald's or something.
Aha!
When did he say that?
That's the first thing I said.
That's the only thing I
When?
remember.
Well, you
And
didn't
it-
say it to me.
And what was the thing that you were like, I didn't say that I just did say 2 minutes ago? Like it
no,
was.
you said to me, you can get a milkshake. I don't want a
No,
milkshake.
no. There was something else with the chair when I was doing the chair, and I said something, and you didn't hear what I said after that.
No.
No.
Because you didn't hear me
I'm sitting in the chair, and you said, I need to pack the chair.
when you're ready,
No.
and they didn't hear that.
You didn't say when you're ready.
I said I need to pack
You
the
said, I
chair
need to
when
pack
you're ready.
the chair.
So they're like, "Why? You don't have to be bossing me around. I'll get up and down in the chair when I'm good and ready." I
And
said,
didn't
"Yeah,"
even say that.
and I said, "Yeah, when you're ready."
No,
Yeah.
no. In your mind, you're crazy.
I
make
said the
shit
words. You didn't hear it.
No.
That's because Marie's always on edge.
Because you make me on edge.
She's always like ready to snap.
I'm ready to strangle you.
Yeah, okay.
If
All
you
right.
want to go to McDonald's, say the word.
I said
I
it.
want to go to McDonald's.
I said those words.
Oh my God, you did not.
Even Daisy, your witness.
I kept saying, then you
Back
went to
me up.
7-Eleven, and you never said
were
no.
watching-
I don't want 7-Eleven.
We were watching
I
The
would prefer
Godfather 2,
McDonald's.
and your witness
Oh
flipped
my
on
God.
you.
No.
It was like that guy. What was his name? Sal, whatever. The Francis.
Tangeli.
Friend Tangela. Yeah, Daisy was your friend.
Tangeli.
But it was Frank something.
Thanks, Daisy.
Tangeli.
It was Frank Pentangeli. That was Daisy. She flipped. She's like, yeah. But anyway, where are we going? We're going to McDonald's?
If you want to go to McDonald's, we're going to McDonald's.
I did. And that's where we're going. Bye, everybody.
That really is the only thing that I remember.
Because it's what I said.
I don't know.
You know, I went to add about the McDonald's.
Oh, yeah, the torturous McDonald's.
What do you think I want to add about it?
That we get there, we sit on the drive-thru line and find out they had no ice cream.
And ice cream, I couldn't get a milkshake. So I got some kind of mango pineapple drink, whatever. Yeah, I just wanted to add that in. Because it was funny. But you did go to Dunkin' Donuts and you got coffee. It's right next to it.
Like Sinead O'Connor.
Well, yeah. So anyway, we're talking about Sinead O'Connor. Because we're like bored. But we were really talking about Danzig. And we were comparing Danzig to Sinead O'Connor, sort of, right?
Sort of.
What Daisy said was that Danzig is kind of hardcore. He's like this little... I don't, to be honest...
I don't think he's
he might be little. He looks like he could be little, but just a little hard bunch of muscles and just don't fuck with me stuff, you know, like yeah, like he could go like, what? Look, I'm gonna flex, and then he'll like flex a weird muscle in his finger, you know, and right, and they say don't let him bite you because if he bites you, you'll never get him off, like a bulldog or something like that. But we were talking about like how Danzig, it's just probably way more relevant, and especially in his because of music, right, and his genre, and I think as history goes on, he'll be remembered more because of his music and whatever. Yeah, it's like, well, I mean, you could just go buy T-shirts, right? How many Sinead O'Connor T-shirts sell? Like at Hot Topics, right? And then, zero. But then how many Danzig sell? And they're probably selling like, I don't know, a couple of hundred or a couple of thousand a day, even right now, right? So, but the thing about Danzig, right? He lived, I don't really know barely anything about him, but I will say that I'm sure this guy lived a hard-ass, kick-ass life, right? And then also Daisy was telling me about how, like, he went on this interview, right?
Yeah.
And in the interview, they were like, I don't know how it came up, but they were like, you don't even know what misfits means. That's like
they asked, like, the new, probably, what's his name, Jerry Only, or whoever,
yeah,
the new members of the Misfits, about,
yeah,
like, why it was called that.
Yeah.
And Danzig got all pissed off.
Yeah.
He's like, those idiots don't know what it means.
Yeah.
I need that band. They don't know nothing. Like,
and then he did not explain what it means, right?
As far as I know.
Yeah, we were like joking. We're like, oh, maybe it has to do with the island of misfit toys or something like that from that 60s animated cartoon or whatever. But yeah, so he went on the interview. He got all pissy about, like, you don't even know what the band and the name means. And we're like, well, dude, why didn't you just explain it to him right there and then? And it would be done. But he probably has. I'm sure if you Google, like, why did Danzig name the band Misfits, we could find that out, or you could do it.
It's just funny to watch him do interviews because he's like a dick.
Well, he's probably not a dick. He's just like, ugh, this is so fucking annoying because people ask you a bunch of stupid ass shit. It's the same shit over and over. Imagine every interview he goes to, they're like, so Danzig, how did you come up with the name Misfits? He's like, oh my fucking god! You know, I'm not even answering that anymore. I'm not even answering it anymore. Just go watch the 50 other fucking interviews I did.
There was a video on YouTube.
Yeah.
Where he was like, this is my book collection. And it was like...
Who? Danzig?
Danzig.
Danzig has a book collection? What do you think it's going to be? What was his book collection?
I don't know. It was like one shelf.
I collect weird New Jersey magazines.
He pulled one off and like pretended to read it for a second, and he was like, "This one's one of my favorites."
He was like wearing what, like a bathrobe and smoking a pipe, and carrying around like a brandy, you know, and going through his library.
He like had his hair tied up in the towel.
I'm not a man bun. Oh God, no, not a man bun. All right, but anyway, we're talking about how hard-ass and hardcore Danzig is. Again, I don't know a lot about him. I like his music. You know, I like the music that I know that he makes, right? And we talked about when compared to Sinead O'Connor, right? It's like tidal wave, blown away. You know, she's like nothing, right? Yeah. But I was telling Daisy, and this is the whole point of this video. I was telling Daisy that Sinead O'Connor did something so fucking hardcore in her life at the peak of her career that nobody knows or barely remembers, and you can Google it, but I saw it happen because I wasn't there, but I was watching it on TV, right? And I'm sure Danzig never did anything like this. Is even more hardcore than they go, you know how Ozzy Osbourne bit the head off of a bat? And they say that's a true story. You know why they say that he did it? And I don't know if this is true or not, but they said someone gave him a real bat and he thought it was a rubber bat. So he bit the head off. He was just like, here's a bat.
All sick, by the way.
Probably. He was like, wah! I mean, I would imagine. You know, it's like, oh yeah, okay. So, because what she did is like, it's a career-crushing move. She could have had a way longer career. She could have been more famous. She was working with Prince, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I think Prince gave her the song that she did. I can't even remember the song that she did now. Daisy, if you Google it, you know, that would help. I can say that.
Tell the freaking story.
So anyway, I'm watching Saturday Night Live, and the guest musician is Sinead O'Connor, right? And this is back in the 90s. And back in the 90s, in the 80s, the IRA was a big thing. There was a lot of bombings in Ireland because there was a big problem between the Catholics and the Protestants in Ireland, right? So at the end of her song, and I don't even remember the exact words again, but she came at the end of her song and her performance. This is live TV, right?
Yeah.
So it's like it just went on the air and they didn't cut or anything, right? She started railing against the Pope. And this is like, you know, this is before all the Catholic scandals, the church, this and that. This was like, the Pope is the holiest man on earth besides, say, if like Dalai Lama or whatever other religions are.
Religious figure.
He is the most important religious figure pretty much at the time, even, you know, because most people that where we lived were, you know, of Catholic or whatever. That was the main, whatever, I don't know. But he was a Pope. You know, the Pope is supposed to be the greatest, nicest person in the world. Everybody loves the Pope. He lives a holy life. You know, he's the Pope. The Pope. So she went on this rant just slamming the Pope, right? Because he was, I think maybe I really should have looked up some information before I'm talking about this, because I know I'm getting a lot of stuff wrong. But she just railed against the Pope. And just, it's like somebody going now and saying a bunch of bad shit about Muhammad. You know what I mean? And all people that are Islamic going, oh, no, you didn't. Like that, right? Because people were way more sensitive, especially the Catholics, about their religion, especially Irish Catholic. And because of what was going on. There was all these bombings, shooting, whatever. And, I mean, I think you don't hear about it as much now because it's worked its way out. But the Pope, I believe, he wouldn't take a side, or he wouldn't come out and say stop or something. I don't know. But the main point of what I'm saying, she railed against the Pope. Now, Danzig is pretty damn cool, right?
Yeah.
But he never really came out and said a bunch of nasty-ass shit about the Pope. One of the most beloved figures in that time of history. On live TV, just slamming his ass and whatever, and you know what happened to her, right? They pretty much fucked her over for that. Her career was like killed and whatever. So I don't know if the whole point of this is like, who's more hardcore? Who do you think is more hardcore? I mean, I think Danzig has lived a more hardcore life, right? I think with Sinead O'Connor, there's a bunch of mental illness mixed in there too. Like depression and stuff like that. And I mean, she did make the choice to shave her head and just walk around like that all the time for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She liked the way it looked. Yeah.
She liked the way it looked, I guess. She said, you know what? This works. But anyway, so I don't know. So you could say like, oh, Sinead O'Connor, who gives a crap and stuff like that. But she did do that one really hardcore thing in her life, so you have to respect her for that, I guess. Unless you like the Pope, you know, and then you could like slam her and, you know, like, you know, she basically killed her career by doing that. So, you know, so I don't know. So that's our Sinead O'Connor story, and that's it, right?
I guess so.
That's it. Goodbye. Until we talk about some other BS again. All right, we looked it up. We know what Sinead O'Connor did. Now, she actually sang a song a cappella, a very relevant song about the way it is in society, where some people have things, some people don't, and how there's constantly war and it's never ending, right? And the hope of things that one day everybody will live together peacefully or whatever. And how we have to uprise. I don't know, what did you get anything out of what she was singing?
Yeah, pretty much just war is bad.
War is bad, blah, blah. But at the end of it, I mean, her song probably had much to do about Ireland, right? But at the end of it, there was no explanation, right? And she lifted up a picture of the Pope, and she talked about enemies, and she might have just been talking about religion rather than the Pope. And the Pope was the symbolic image that she chose to choose, because there probably are no pictures of Muhammad she could use, and nobody would have got if she had held up a picture of Ganesh or whatever. So she probably chose the Pope for both symbolic reasons and because of what was going on in Ireland, I'm assuming, right? So anyway, at the end of the song, she held up a picture of the Pope. She had just sung about war and the hope for peace, and she said, and the real enemy, and she didn't say the real enemy was the Pope. What did she say? The real enemy?
Something like he is the real enemy.
And this is the real, did she say he is, or this is the real enemy? He is the real enemy?
I think that's what she said.
Okay, so then she specifically called out the Pope, I guess. I thought maybe it was more symbolic or not. But then she held up a picture of the Pope after she sang the song, and she ripped the picture into a bunch of pieces, right? And the whole song, like I said, was a cappella. No one was there. There was no music. And at the end of her performance, what happened?
Nobody clapped.
Dead silence. This was a live performance because probably nobody knew what the hell she was talking about. Nobody got it and whatever. So anyway, that's what Sinead O'Connor did to pretty much ruin her career. Whoever gave her the advice, I don't know. You know?
I doubt anybody gave her advice.
Danzig. Maybe she knew Danzig. And Danzig was like, you know what, Sinead, I got an idea. You're not hardcore enough, right? It's do you think that's possible, Daisy? Maybe Sinead.
I really doubt it.
Daisy doubts it.
He said he didn't like her.
Oh, that's right. Maybe because she blamed him for what happened.
Oh yeah, sure.
Danzig gave me the bad advice. Now, okay, so that's what happened. Sinead O'Connor did a live performance. Sarah O'Connor. Oh, and the other thing we were noticing is that they both have really unique names. Danzig, there's no other Danzigs ever. And Sinead's, I can't think of a single other
Really
Sinead.
bold statement.
There, I mean, can you name any?
Sinead is a popular name in Ireland.
Sorry, it may be popular in Ireland, but I'm not in Ireland. I never met another Sinead in my life. So, and you're probably just making that up. Sinead is a really popular name in Ireland. Like, what do you even know? Just making up shit now.
Why are you gonna start a fight?
I'm not starting a fight. You're sabotaging me. Marie's like, Sinead is a really popular name in Ireland. No, it's not. Get out of here. Anyway. Danzig is a really popular name in Ireland. Did you know that, Daisy?
Oh, really?
I don't know. Anyway, so that's what happened. Sinead O'Connor sang a song, a cappella, about war and the hope for peace and you know, and then at the end of it, she ripped up a picture of the Pope and she blamed him for everything. And then there was dead silence, and then they stopped playing Sinead O'Connor songs on the radio, right?
I guess so.
They probably actually started burning her albums in the street, you know? I bet. They probably like Fahrenheit 411, you know? Anyway, that's it. Sinead O'Connor's life story. Goodbye. So we were just talking about how, like, you shouldn't take strong positions about how, like, what people hate something, or like if they like something and you think it's stupid, you shouldn't be like, ooh, that's stupid, because people get pissed off at you, especially when you're kids or something like that. You're lazy. But one thing I remember when Daisy was little, I used to do to mess with her, right, is Daisy was very ahead of her time. She wasn't like, she didn't like boy bands, she didn't like pop music, you know. She liked Gorillaz and Danzig and what was Soul Eater, and what was the other animation, the one with America and all that stuff. She liked all these. No, but for an 11-year-old girl, you were pretty edgy. Daisy was definitely edgy.
Daisy's
Right?
pretty edgy.
Daisy would, like, back when Daisy was 11, I would believe more that Daisy would have got a tattoo than Daisy now.
Okay.
Daisy's calmed down a lot.
Mellowed.
Yeah, she's mellowed in her age. I would imagine Daisy, an 11-year-old Daisy with a tattoo, but I would not imagine your thing's gonna fall. I would not imagine like a 20-year-old Daisy with a tattoo.
If
But
I
anyway.
was 11 and I'd gotten a tattoo, I would have gotten something Soul Eater on.
Oh, Soul Eater Daisy.
Yeah, really stupid.
Maybe you could have got it on your leg in monster letters,
I
like
would
AJ.
I would be like that person on my forehead with damaged. on it.
Damage. But anyway, when Daisy was little, one day she's like this, Miley Cyrus sucks, like that, right? For some reason, I don't know why you didn't like.
People.
Oh, you were gonna hit me.
Yeah, dumbass.
Well, people like.
You're on camera. No, let's go
They
ahead.
used to like always talk about it. You know,
Right,
it's like,
and we were talking about Justin Bieber, but like, they also, it was Justin Bieber, Miley Cyrus, Justin Bieber, Miley Cyrus, blah, 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 who cares, right? So Daisy must have been at school all day, and everybody must have been going how great Miley Cyrus is, and did you get the new Miley Cyrus album? And I want to have my hair look just like Miley Cyrus or whatever girls Daisy's age did at that time.
She was actually showing off her Miley Cyrus watch.
Oh, so one of Daisy's friends got a Miley Cyrus watch, right?
She wasn't really my friend.
Whatever. Yeah, obviously she likes Miley Cyrus that much. Right. So what did you say to her? Do you remember?
I probably just said, like, Miley Cyrus is lame, or, like, Miley Cyrus sucks.
So,
like that.
I think the girl probably went off on Daisy. It's like, or like, yeah, that's an elitist. Or, no, she probably didn't say that, right?
I don't know who 4th grader would know the word elitist.
I know, right? But anyway, so Daisy came home and she was telling us a story about how she thinks Miley Cyrus sucks, and the girl got all mad or whatever, right? And I started, like, to mess with Daisy. I started going, I don't know, Daisy. She can't suck. Because
No, you know what you said to me?
Go on.
You know
I will
you
see
said
what
to me?
Daisy remembers what I said, and then I'll say what I remember I said.
Because you were like, I don't know, Daisy, she's cooler than you.
I did say that. Because I was like screwing with Daisy. Because I was like, but I didn't just go like, Daisy, Miley Cyrus is cooler than you. I built it up. I didn't do that.
so bad.
I know. It was so funny. Because I was totally screwing with her. So, okay, alright. So the first, I started off like this. Daisy's like, Miley Cyrus sucks, right? And just ran. And I started going, I don't know, Daisy. Miley Cyrus is on TV all the time, right? And I said, she's really famous, Daisy. And everybody listens to what she says. And I'm like, and she's rich. I'm like, she's rich, she's famous. And I said, she dates celebrity boyfriends, right? Was she actually dating Justin Bieber?
I don't remember. That was Selena Gomez for a long time.
Okay, whatever, right? But I said every time she does, even when she farts, it's on the news, right? And stuff like. And then I talked about how all this famous and great she was and stuff like that. And then I think I wound up after like 10 or 15 minutes. I'm trashing my voice right now because that was funny.
We're all sick. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. So anyway, and then after like 15 minutes, Daisy was probably like wanting to stab me the whole time. Because remember, 11-year-old Daisy was pretty damn edgy. I go like that. I just finished up with like, I don't know, Daisy. And I was going like how she has concerts and millions of adoring fans. And she probably went to all the coolest parties. And she's probably traveled all over the world. I did that, right?
I'm like, I don't like parties anymore.
And Daisy's like, I don't even like parties. I wouldn't want to be on TV. But after that, I said, you know, Daisy, if you think about it, Miley Cyrus is kind of way cooler than you. Daisy, did I scar you for life?
You owned me so viciously. You got me so bad.
I just did it to be funny.
I was probably so mad at you.
You probably were. You were probably like, I love mommy more. Yeah, you know what, Dad? No, she'd probably want to cut me to the bone like that. She wouldn't be like, I suck. She'd go, yeah, you know what, Dad? I love mommy more than you, or something like that. Now, you know, like, the order of love in the family was mommy, you, Wendy, and but now it's like, mommy, Wendy, Philip, and you.
Dad's like dying.
Well, I've been sick, like, you know, like, the whole time I'm down here. Maybe I'll get out of
Florida.
Florida.
Kid, though, I was like kind of a little savage.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were.
I used to like get into fights and stuff.
Well, I taught you to be edgy. I wanted you to be like.
No,
your mom's like, get along, Daisy.
No, Dad. Dad, I just hadn't been beaten down yet.
Oh crap! Well, why is it on that side? We're supposed to get on.
No, I was supposed to get off over there. I wasn't paying attention.
Is that it? All right, Daisy. Anything to add to that story?
I mean, you can tell the stories about the fights I got into. Those were pretty cool.
Well, they were your stories and your fights, so you want to tell it, or?
Oh, I guess so.
Okay.
Mom, remember when I was in preschool? No, wait, it was summer camp, but like preschool summer camp. I was literally like 4 or 5 years old, and I wanted to give the camp counselor a rock. So I gave him a rock, and he was like, "Oh, thanks." And then later on, I was like walking around the playground or something, and I saw some other little girl with my rock. And I was like,
oh, damn.
Oh, damn. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, you didn't.
So I was like, I went up to her and I was like, "Hey, that's my rock." And she was like, "No, this is my rock. We're playing house." And I was like, "Give me back my rock."
Now.
Now.
Or face the consequences of my wrath.
And she wouldn't give it back, so I like pounced on her and
Daisy
her.
went full WWE.
I literally did.
And body slam.
And then I remember.
And then the teacher probably came over and felt like a total douche.
Yeah, literally.
It's like, oh no, Daisy, I said they could borrow the rock. Like they didn't just give the kid the rock, right?
Literally.
Here's a stupid rock.
I ended up, like, fighting her, and then when Mom came to pick me up, she had gotten me a little Pikachu toy from one of the little quarter machines.
Wow.
And she was like, Daisy, I don't know if I'm going to give you this Pikachu toy now because you're running around fighting people.
Pikachu would
like,
never bite people, Daisy.
And I was like, no! Give me my Pikachu!
It's like, I'll never bite anybody again, I promise! It's probably the little Daisy teeth marks in there.
Yeah.
Was this when you had... This is when you had all your teeth, right? Before they started falling out?
Yeah. I was 4 or 5. They don't
Oh,
fall
okay.
out then.
No, they fall out
And
at
then when I
balance.
was in kindergarten,
Yeah.
I was like making a farm with my Legos,
Mm-hmm.
and what happened?
Daisy's ready to throw down.
Yeah, at all times.
Yeah.
Some kid, I used to think that it was that one kid named Danny, remember him, Mom?
Mm-hmm.
He came up and he like picked up my red ones, and I was like, "Those are my cherries, give them back." And he was like, "No," or something.
Something
So
stupid.
I picked one up and I like threw it at his head. And I got put in timeout for 5 minutes. And I was like, "Ressa." But then in high school, I was telling that story
Yeah.
to like my group project people, and I had thought that it was that kid named Danny. But then the kid in the project was like, "No, that was me."
Scarred for life. Do you have like a little Lego scar on his forehead
No.
where it
But
sunk
he
in?
was- I was like, "Oh shit, dude, I'm sorry."
Did he forgive you?
I guess I
It was
hope.
like many years
Well, I don't really care if he did or not.
on the
but I
couch.
guess he did.
of talking to a psychologist.
Yeah.
He just said no. And then she went off. I didn't expect such violence.
I wish that I had the same balls that I did when I was like 4.
Nah, you have balls. You're funny, but you just choose.
Mom's shaking her head no.
Nah, she does. Daisy.
No, that she doesn't want me fighting people.
Oh well, nobody wants anybody fighting anybody, Daisy. You know, violence is never the way. You know, there's always a peaceful resolution.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's a pretty funny story.
Yeah, it was a good story. All right, I guess that's it. We're gonna get off and get gas at some point. Goodbye. Yeah, this is cool. I just added this. I'll put this on the Scummy Resellers. So we went to the racetrack and I got an Arnold Palmer, Daisy.
Yeah.
Do you know what an Arnold Palmer is? And I'm gonna tell you right away, it's a drink.
Yeah.
Apparently Arnold
A
Palmer.
drink that you can't see because you're so backlit.
I know. Here. Apparently Arnold Palmer likes iced tea and lemonade. But we were saying, like, what if an Arnold Palmer was a sex act? And you would be like, I got an Arnold Palmer today, right? So we were trying to, if Arnold Palmer was a sex act, what do you think it would be, Daisy?
A hand job on a golf course.
Daisy says it's a hand job on a golf course. And I was thinking it would involve a golf club, some rectal play, and and a handy, you know, one of Daryl's famous reach arounds that he likes to talk about.
Nice conversation with your daughter.
So everyone knows my daughter's not 11 years old. She's a full-on grown adult woman, and she cursed.
Likes to laugh about wieners.
She thinks wieners are hysterical, and she's always cursing up a storm, like a sailor.
No, not really.
I know, I'm just joking. All right, that's an Arnold Palmer. If an Arnold Palmer was a sex act, that's what it would either be this or that. It could be this or it could be that. What's that song? Just like that song.
Isn't that from Sesame Street?
No, you can give me this, you can give me that. You can give me this. It was like a rap song. You can give me this, you can give me that. Something like that. All right, that's an Arnold Palmer. That's an blah 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 blah. That's an Arnold Palmer. says, okay, to be... Daisy's going to tell us the story of the most douchiest thing, and you don't even have to name who said it if you don't want to.
No, I'm not gonna.
The most douchiest thing that anyone ever said to her.
Everybody know it wasn't Philip.
And it wasn't Philip.
You can just bleep me if you want.
No, I'm not going to. Just... So what, Daisy, was the douchiest thing that anyone ever said to you?
I was watching like some freaking YouTube video or something, like Kurzgesagt, or like one of those like what?
Kurzgesagt.
Yeah, it's
Kurzgesagt.
like I don't know, it's a YouTube channel.
Is it like an
But
anime
it's
channel?
Can she just
It's
get
like
you
a-
asked her a question, let her answer
Okay,
it?
It's like one of those shareable science videos where like they present you information and sources and stuff, but they do it with like animated infographics.
Oh yeah, okay.
It was one of those videos, and he was like, "Why are you watching that?" And I was like, "Because I'm interested, I guess." And he was like, "If you were really interested, you would read studies and papers by real scientists." And I'm like, "Doc, do you think I got the freaking time
Yeah.
to like read papers by nerds?"
It's like, and also they
No.
gave you the basic information.
It's like, dude.
It's
shut
like
up.
you could read a lot of papers and stuff like that. But what else are you gonna learn, Daisy? You know, it's like, come on.
Yeah, it's
So-
like, come on. Just
So really,
read
that's the
me.
douchiest thing that anyone ever
No,
said to you.
obviously, I'm exaggerating.
I
Like,
think you
know.
might be. I don't know.
Maybe, but yeah, I'm exaggerating.
The douchiest thing in it. I can't even think of
But
the
it was
douchiest.
like just such like, shut up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, shut up. It's like, it's pointless to correct me on something.
I know.
so
I agree. It's like trivial douchism, kind
It's
of.
like, do you think the universe cares that I like to watch pop sci videos?
Yeah, seriously. No, it's like trivial douchism. It's just like, Daisy, you should really be watching
You should read studies instead.
by this Kierkegaard and mirror, and just like rev it up, Daisy. Why, you know? That's so basic,
How about
you
the
know.
high horse clown?
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Hop down from the top of the circus tent, bozo. It's like, shut up.
That's a good one, Daisy.
You know what? You know what else though? Get
Hey,
back
bozo.
in your clown car, bozo.
Hey, no, I like that. Hey, bozo. Hop down from the top of the circus tent. It's like, you know, you're a clown. You're still a clown, bozo.
You're still a
You may
clown.
be on top of the circus tent, but you're still a clown.
But then what else? Oh my god, you want to hear another one that pissed
Sure.
me off?
Okay.
Just completely
Is this more
immediately-
douchey or?
But it wasn't douchey, and it
Yeah.
wasn't towards me. It was, I just read it and I like groaned.
Okay.
You know what I
What
mean?
is it?
I was like on Twitter.
Daisy stories.
Yeah, I was like on Twitter,
Yeah.
and I was looking at somebody's tweets, and they replied to this artist,
Mhm.
and the artist was like, "Oh, I'm really proud of myself. Oh, I really like my drawings,"
Yeah.
or something like that. And they were like, "This is so great." This was the reply, by the way.
Yeah.
"This is so great. The way that you worded it, this shows that you really care about your crafts more than capitalistic gain." I'm like, shut up!
I think this person wants to talk about capitalistic gain, and they're just looking for a way to bring it into the conversation, right?
It's like, shut up!
Yeah, but what about capitalistic gain? You know?
Shut up! It's like, oh yeah, you're really smart. You know that?
What is capitalist gain? And what does it have to do with my video comment or whatever?
But it was just so stupid. It's like, come on.
It seems like a little bit of an insult to me.
Yeah.
Like
an
they're
insult
saying
to everybody
that
but that
I'm
artist.
so glad that, you know, you're proud of art that would never make you money.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like when you tell a director that their movie is a cult hit. It's like, thanks, that means it failed.
Yeah.
But it's just like, you know.
Yeah, but a cult hit, a cult hit will be remembered, possibly decades or
Yeah.
like
No,
over
but it
100
was
years.
like they're saying like, you know, I'm so proud of you to feel so strong about your art when nobody else will.
Or nobody will ever
Or
buy
nobody else
it.
will buy
It'll
it,
never be
nobody
worth
else will,
anything.
You know, it's like,
But that's what most art
that's
is.
How, that's how it felt like an insult to me.
If I'm gonna make money off my skill,
Yeah.
you shame me.
Yeah.
I will like stab you. Then that's that.
Yeah.
Mentally, at least.
No, it's just like, yeah, you're suck. You're never gonna make any money. But it's good that you like what you did. You know, even though nobody else ever will. You know.
It shows that you really care about your craft more than for capitalistic gain. It's like, look, bro, if I want to make money from my skill, leave me alone.
That second story was way douchier than the first story.
Yeah, that's true. But
That's
it's
like,
both. It's just like unnecessary, stupid comments that mean nothing.
yeah, I know.
It's like, come on.
Well, that's, you know, how the internet is. Anybody can make a comment
Yeah, comment section.
anonymously.
You know how many people disable their comments because they can't handle just
idiots.
yeah. I'm on a new kind of trend where I'm been kind to my idiots commenters. I like kill them with kindness just because I used to like debate and outsmart them, but now I'm like, I just try and be like nice and stuff. And they just get bored. They're like, oh, I'm not pissing them off, you know, because that's what a troll is supposed to do. A troll pisses you off, and I'm like, yeah, whatever, you know. It's like, yeah, I don't really care, whatever. It's much easier.
A lot, like, don't feed a troll, because like if you feed them, then they'll come back and keep
Yeah, well, that's what that's their whole thing. They're trolls. But okay, enough about internet bullying.
Internet bullying.
It's a thing. Melania, and that's the thing she chose to.
I am against bullying.
Daryl's like, hey, Daryl's texting me right now. All right, Daisy, this is what we should do for your videos that you draw. We should just use random combination. God damn, I'm like messing up my words. Like conversations where we just talk. I was like conversations. Cause I had just had a mini stroke, I think. You know, I don't know. What do you call the little ones? I didn't have a grand mal. Yeah, maybe I had like a little baby aneurysm. I had a petit mal, just a little baby one. Yeah, but that's what we should do. We'll just like record you, and then you could draw, and just, you know, unless we do it while you're drawing. But
I want to do that one about weed stories, because I have a lot of funny stories.
Yeah, Daisy has a bunch of stories about her friends who get high.
Yeah, my friends.
Yeah, not Daisy though. Daisy would never do that. Her mother would be so disappointed in her if she did. No, Daisy, not you. You're the good one.
Yeah, I'm the good one.
Daisy's come home like really high about 3 times already.
No.
Stoned out of her mind.
No.
It's like, Daisy, you high?
It was once that she came home.
More than
And,
once.
well, I remember once.
Yeah.
Skylar was another time.
She wasn't even like, Mom, I'm so high right now.
No, she was sitting there like giggling like a
Yeah.
douche, and I'm like, what's up with you? Because she thinks that, you know, most kids think that their parents won't know.
I've talked about this,
But
right?
it's like,
One of the most fun
she
things.
was like
Yeah.
giggling
Yeah.
and talking weird, and I looked at her and I was like, so, what you been doing? What's up with you? And I just looked her in the eye, and she started laughing and
Daisy
said,
ate the brownie.
I had a brownie.
Daisy-
I said, oh, really?
Daisy will not take the blue pill, but she'll eat the brownie.
I said, how much of the brownie?
Matrix
I
reference.
had like a fourth for you.
Oh, at the time you told
the
me
brownie?
half.
The brownie cake.
And I was like, Daisy, that was a bit much
But
for your first time.
But I've said one of the most fun
And
things.
then you continued to giggle, and then you passed out for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I was tired.
Mm-mm.
But I've said one of the most fun things to do when you're really, really high is to go out and try to pretend you're not high. You know what I mean? You challenge yourself. You know, you go, like if you see a cop, you go, hey, officer.
Just like that?
Well, no, you
That
try
high
not to do
voice?
that. You try not to do that. You're like, you know, you just like that. You don't do that. You know, you're just like, oh, hey, hey, officer, officer, you know. But no, you challenge you. You go into places, you know, you try and order food, read off the menu, you know, you go to a movie, try not to laugh hysterically and stuff, like whatever. You just go out, you know, you try and drive. No, you don't try and drive.
I'll never forget.
Yeah.
When I was with my friend.
Were there any times where you tried to pretend?
Yeah.
Like when? To who?
At the bakery.
Oh, were you working or you
No,
just
not
went to the
one-
bakery?
Oh, hell no, not the one that I worked
Yeah.
at. One of the other ones.
Yeah.
I was like, that was when I had some brownie, and I had
Yeah.
just eaten it too. So
Yeah.
it was like kicking in full force.
Right.
And like, I was hungry, so I went to the bakery and I was like picking out pastries or whatever. I actually ordered.
Give me
I got,
2
like,
of those.
Yeah, I got like 3. I was
Like you never eat 3 pastries.
I never eat 3.
Or like you're super annoying, where you're like you're really thinking it over, you know, and they're like waiting for you, you know, and you're like, I don't. Are the cream ones really good? Are there a lot of cream ones in the cream one? I don't want a bullshit cream one where they only put cream in one half and then the other half has no cream.
That sounds
Can I
you
see the
on
cream?
a regular basis.
No, that's when you're like high and you're being an asshole. You're like, yeah, man, I fucking hate. What?
Shut up, I'll tell my story.
Yeah.
So I was
Daisy
there,
story.
and I was buying my pastries, and
Yeah.
I was counting my coins to see how much that I could afford.
And were you dropping them?
Yes, actually, I was. I dropped all of my coins all over the floor.
Yeah.
And then I got down on my hands and knees.
Yeah.
In the middle of the ground.
Yeah.
And I started trying to pick them up, but like I couldn't. And I thought to myself, silently to myself,
they're all gonna know I'm high.
No, I just thought to myself, I was like, I must look so stupid right now.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about.
And I started laughing hysterically on the floor.
That's like the drunk person that doesn't think they're drunk, you know? They're just like, they go in and like, they take out their coin or their wallet and they drop them all over. And they're like, I can do it. And then they bend over to get it and they just fall over on the ground and they roll on the ground. They're like, I'm okay, you know? Just like that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's one of the best things to do when you're really high is to go out to places. And it could be on foot and just try to pretend you're not high. You should do that, right? But most people now, they just go out and they're just like, ain't no thing, I'm high. You know, they're just like, I'll just smoke it up, don't care, whatever.
When like my other friend like takes me out and wants me to do stuff after she gives me weed, because I'm like, no.
Well, you probably just want to sit there and like, I'm high.
And vegetate.
Mellow.
Yeah, one time when I was high, I freaking was staring at a stereo and just watching the lights go up and down. You know, and you can do shit like that. You're like, oh man, look at those lights. I was like at a fucking laser light show. They're just going more bass, less. You know, I mean
That shows what a knucklehead you are.
that's what people do when they're high.
I wouldn't.
You do two things, so it's way more fun. Yeah, Marie wouldn't know.
Nope.
Liar. Marie don't like the ganja, but. It's way more fun if you're going to be high than to just sit around and watch a movie, you know, to go out and freaking challenge yourself. You know, that's what I say. Everybody that's high should be out on the street, you know, trying to order like a Whopper at McDonald's, you know what I mean? Give me a Whopper. And like, sir, we don't serve Whoppers here. That's at Burger King. I came in here, I got a fucking Whopper yesterday. What are you talking about? Sir, you must have went to a Burger King. They have Whoppers at Burger King. Can I speak to your manager? You know, just like stupid, crazy shit. But okay, is that story? This initially was the story of the douchiest thing that Daisy ate. Someone ever said to Daisy, and it evolved. You know, I actually put little titles in the videos.
What?
I put little segments of them, like because we go through all these stories sometimes. I'm just gonna make this like 1 hour-long video, probably. You know?
Do people really care about your discussion?
Or you could make it like 6-10.
People watch it. I know Steve watches them, and he like. Steve's probably like, he eats it. I don't know if he'll watch this, but he'll listen to it probably, I think. And just like, people, what? Sometimes I break it up into a couple of different videos, but not always, you know.
I'm dead.
All right, anyway, bye.
It took them like 5 minutes to
What?
answer my question.
What was your question?
I was like, why not 6-10-minute videos? And then you were like,
I do that sometimes.
For like
No, I
3
do.
minutes.
I do sometimes. All right, let me turn this off. Bye. So we were just talking about what the magic of Disneyland or Universal is, right? And Marie was...
Only because we're stuck in the traffic.
Yeah, we are
Disney.
stuck in fucking traffic. This is terrible, right? But Marie talked about how wonderful Harry Potter Land was when you go there. And that's Universal.
But
Diagon Alley,
no,
Diagon
even
Alley.
Disney World, when you go there, it's like really cool. The castle
Right.
and the... So, no, you were like saying what I don't get why people want to...
You didn't like... I didn't finish. I want to say it. So Marie was describing the wonder and the amazement of it and like that. And then what did you say, Daisy? Nintendo World. You were so down. Like AJ. AJ's going to be like, I'm going there when it opens. I'm going to be the first in line.
Dude,
I'll put up a tent.
That'd be so cool.
Well,
But
maybe
that's
you,
what I
AJ,
care
and
about.
Paige could go on a road trip.
Okay.
I don't
I'd
have to
probably
be there
murder
for the
him.
soft opening.
Me
You
and
know?
Paige would murder him.
We originally went to Diagon Alley and stuff for the soft opening, remember?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't know. It just
Well,
so happened.
what happened
know,
was
we didn't know.
we got tickets for Universal and Daisy Sweet 16, and it was the summer they were supposed to open the Harry Potter world or whatever.
I'm eating crunchy chips.
I mean, they had already had one side open. They were opening up
Diagon Alley.
the other side, yes. But they just said summer of whatever year it was. And they didn't give an actual date.
Yeah. And then DT
So
bought the tickets.
we had already bought the tickets. We'd already rented the hotel room, figuring it's the summer, it's going to be there. And it wasn't done yet. So we just lucked out that they had a soft opening, and they opened the Diagon Alley for people to walk through.
And it was cool.
We got super lucky.
We enjoyed it. And we actually met a girl that was like, she almost quit her job. She was like, they opened up Diagon Alley. And she didn't. But she's like, I got to go home early. You know, or whatever she did. Because we were talking, remember the girl?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So she said, what did she call herself? A Potterhead or something like that?
Something like that.
Whatever. So what I was saying before, and I actually had started to say it, because I was talking about, like, yeah, why is it so amazing? But I didn't mean, like, why is it so amazing the first time you go there, right? How does it hold the amazement? You know what I mean? How many times can you be amazed when you go to Diagon Alley? Like, before you go, like, they're just trying to sell me a bunch of, like, Harry Potter shit. And then it's just a bunch of cobblestone, and there's a dragon that shoots flames, and
it's
which
not
I saw
that you care about that.
I think because you're old and crotchety. I think it's cool.
Nah, it's just like I've seen it. You know, I'm not gonna be amazed anymore.
Dad, I admit that I get like depressed when I'm like, this is just for money.
Yeah, I know.
But still, you know.
Look at these things.
Like, I don't know. Nintendo is something kind of special for me personally.
Oh no, the first time you go to Nintendo.
Where are they building
I
that?
will soil my pants.
I imagine you would.
Dad, I will soil my
Where are they supposed to be building that?
Disney or Universal? Where are they going to build Pokemon Land?
Oh, Pokemon Land?
Orlando?
All I know about is Orlando. Shut up. All I know about is Nintendo Land. And it was supposed to be in Orlando. And I was like,
yeah, but was it supposed to be Disney or Universal?
Universal.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is this why there's so much freaking
Yeah, look at this. This is why we've been stuck in traffic. Not because there's a bunch of people going to Disney World, because they're just fucking...
Oh, because there's a big accident.
That's, the third accident we've seen so far today? What is wrong with people? They don't know how to drive. Yeah, maybe a bus, something like that. I'll leave this running. We'll see what the hell's going on here. Look at this weird-ass merge. This is how people merge, people. This is what it's like when you drive in a city. People just have to, like...
Come on, honey, move
I know.
over, let's
Red
go.
car's being chicken. White car was nice. Alright, what do we got here? So they closed down 2 lanes plus this, and I see nothing. There's no bodies. Yeah, I see buses. Alright, so anyway, that's what I was saying. That's what I was trying to say. About, like, okay, the first time, it's like, wow, that's the greatest experience. And the second time, you miss all the things that you missed the first time. But then what's the magic? Why do you go back to Disneyland every year? See the same stuff.
Because it's cool, it's fun.
Yeah. It's expensive, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it's expensive. What isn't expensive now?
Yeah, I know.
You go to freaking Disney on Ice. You go to a music concert. Everything's expensive.
Yeah.
You go to Broadway. My God, everything's expensive.
Yeah, we live next to Manhattan. And if we go, hey, let's go into Manhattan today. We go into Manhattan, and we spend like, what, $200? Yeah. You go to Manhattan, like, we'll go see a show, a movie, maybe. If we actually see a show, and then, or we go get some dinner and stuff, it's like $400, right? How much are theater tickets now? They're like 50 and up, right? Yeah, I mean a good show. So it's like, okay, 300 there. Decent dinner, like 150, 50 a piece, right? 450. Getting in and out of Manhattan. I mean, remember we went to the place we said, hey, let's get some cappuccino and some cannolis and some Italian pastries. And that was like another $35. It's like, nah, man. So everything's expensive, especially Manhattan. All right, anyway, that's what I was saying. What was the magic of Disney World? Anything to add, Dace?
Not really.
Okay, bye. Want to tell Mom the story?
You tell the story. I started telling her, actually.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
All right. So, Daisy and I are like, let's put some clothes in the car. And Mom was going to get us the delicious, succulent breakfast. She was going to, like, cook the waffles for us. She was going to pick the juiciest oranges and the ripest bananas and the grapes. And I don't know. Toast the perfect, whatever. So, we go to the car. And we smell a smelly kind of smell. It was a smelly kind of smell. That's a SpongeBob reference, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. What was it, Days?
It was weed.
It was the weed. It was the ganja. Coming out of the car next to us, the guy was just sitting in his car with his trunk hatch open, right? So Daisy and I are automatically like, Daisy, what's that smell? Right? Daisy, you smell that? What's that smell? Right? Daisy. And Daisy's like, I smell something, Dad. What's that smell?
In the middle of the road.
Something skunky and smoky. Smoky skunky. It smells like a skunk is on fire. Right? And then what happened was, like, the guy closed up his trunk. Because I don't think we were being loud, but I think he heard us. Right, Days?
Probably.
Yeah, and I think he thought we might have been narcs.
And you were just laughing at him.
No, yeah, well, we knew that. But I think he thought we were like the popo. And we were going to narc on him. And Daisy was like, I'm going to go tell.
Yeah.
That guy's breaking up. That's what AJ would do.
I know he would. Snitches get stitches.
AJ would be like, there's a guy smoking some weed in your parking lot. Get the police! 911. AJ, what's going on? There's a guy smoking weed in the parking lot.
Imagine if every time something inconvenient happened to AJ, he was like, 911.
No, but what happened then is the guy just like kind of just drove off.
Yeah, a little bit hastily.
We think we scared him. He was like, I gotta be cool.
Well, he should have drove somewhere else than right there with all the cars.
Well, you know, he left his trunk open so his car wouldn't stink of pot. But it was a direct funnel of pot.
It's gonna still stink.
Well, yeah, it'll stink, but it won't.
Pungent.
But it won't like stink like it's all trapped in the car.
Well, when he opens the window and the cops pull him over, a cloud is not
No,
gonna come out.
yeah, that won't come out. Yeah.
But they're still gonna smell it.
I ran over a skunk.
Right.
The skunk was on fire. We had a smoky smell. Yeah. So that was the first thing this morning. They're smoking weed, Daisy. They're smoking weed in the parking lot.
Didn't even share.
I know. I was like, that's why I was like, Daisy, what's the smell? I thought the guy'd be cool, get out the car and go, yo, man, I got this excellent pot here. I got the best herb.
You wouldn't do that, would you?
What? If the guy asked
some
me?
Random pot to some rando's mouth.
Hell yeah.
And gee, I wonder how you got pink eye.
Yeah, I think you gave me pink eye.
I didn't give you pink eye.
Did you fart on my pillow?
No. That's not how you get pink eye.
I think that's one of the ways that most people get it. It's like, I gotta fart, but I don't want anybody to hear it, right, Daisy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fart in his pillow, like a muffler. Yeah, okay. So anyway, we're driving along, and we're heading back to New Jersey, and that's it. Bye. Am I recording? I believe I am. We were trying to decide if a good gift for someone, right, Daisy?
Yeah.
And we saw this. The best memories are made in flip-flops. Which seems kind of dumb. Oh, really? Well, I'm not wearing glasses, so the best memories for me are made when I'm wearing glasses, right?
Yeah.
But the best memories are made for wearing flip-flops. So I said you can give it to your friend Joseph, right, as a gift.
Yeah.
And then he
Shout
would be
out to
like,
Joseph.
shout out to Joseph. And does he have any, like, special things you want to mention about him?
No, I don't think that he would want
right.
it. He'd be like,
the
no,
best
don't
memories are
involve
made wearing flip-flops. But if you gave it to him, he'd be like, Daisy, this makes no sense. But then you would give him a package with flip-flops, and then it would be complete. It would be like the best gift ever, right?
Like, here you go, Joseph. And he goes, I don't get it.
I don't even have flip-flops, Daisy. You don't even know me. You don't even know what I'm like. You know?
Here's some flip-flops, Joseph.
And he's like, Daisy, you're a genius. Yeah. All right, let's see. Please do not trip over the guard dog. I get that one. Seashells are love letters. Nope, this is the best one, I guess. All right. Yeah. Otherwise, what do we get for people? What are our gifts so far?
I got 2 packages of gummy games.
I'm not going to show that.
This is a pickup
Because
video.
that's a potential gift. Daisy's pickup. Gifts.
Yeah.
Daisy's gift pickup video.
2 bags of
Can I show
gummy
this thing
gators.
under here?
I won't show it to Joseph. Nah, well, nah, screw it.
Yeah, he'd never see it.
Don't worry about it then.
Okay.
Buzz off. Don't bother me. Here, look. And
Daisy's pickup
this
video.
is for little cousin Melina. Shout out to
No.
Melina.
Aw, shout out to Melina for being the cutest thing ever. All right, now where did I get this from? Oh, here it is, right here. Okay. That's Daisy's pickup. Okay. Daisy, this next gift would be if you're pissed off at someone and you go like this. You know what? Go fly a kite. And they'd be like, yeah, right, I don't even have a kite. And then you go,
Merry Christmas.
that's a kite.
Like, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
dick.
motherfucker.
Hey, no bad words.
Hey, everybody, there's a rainbow in the sky. See it? And Marie says that's a good omen.
Yeah, we're driving home under a rainbow.
That's right. So just wanted to get that in there. We're driving in the rainbow and it's a good omen. And everything's good in the world.